Now, what is electrical interlock? You remember when I was teaching you symbol, I taught you something like this. I taught you this symbol. I told you that this is auxiliary contact that is normally attached to contactor. If your contactor does not have this normally close, but it has this, no problem. You need to buy this because this particular connection we need normally close. We need it. We're going to use it for interlock. Okay. If your contactor, I repeat, does not have normally close as an auxiliary integral part, you will buy it separately and attach it on the contactor. Either you buy the side contactor, side auxiliary, or up auxiliary, the one I told you about. I showed you the symbol, please. All right, now let's go. I'm going to introduce it now. Let's take away this. Now let me explain again. Now, the electrical interlock, the connection process is this. Before this contactor is energized, the source of power that will energize this contactor will come to this contactor and interlock through auxiliary contact. The same way, before this one get energized, it will come here to interlock before coming to energize this. Let's practicalize. I will open here. I will also open here. I bring the interlock. See the auxiliary. Remember that this one here, this one here. Now take a look at me. This is K2, but this is K1 auxiliary, and this is K1, and this is K2 auxiliary. That means before I will energize this contactor, this my power that is coming from switch, we have to travel and meet the other second contactor and pass through auxiliary of it before coming back to energize this. Same thing applies here. Before I energize this contactor, supply from this switch, we now have to go to this second contactor and enter the auxiliary contact and come out before energizing this. So this particular contact, auxiliary contact, belong to this contactor. Okay, then this other one too belong to this contactor. I repeat again, this contact is an integral part of this. Look at it, K2, K2. Then this one is an integral part of this. So whatever thing that happens to this will react. Whatever thing that happens to this will react. Let's simulate now. Now I want to close this standby power. I put it on. Now this one has closed. Once I energize this contactor, look at the contactor here. Now take a look. You now see that the integral part of K2 that was fitted here has now opened. Look at it. It's now open. So in that case, if I energize this contactor cannot close. Look at it. It's still open. Because here is open. If you click here, you are making no sense because here is open. So if there's power here, there's no way this one will get energized until this one get de-energized. So that is the meaning of interlock. So when I de-energize this, that is only way this one will now come to energize. Look at the integral part here is open again. This one too is energized. The integral part of its auxiliary being this is now open state. It's now in open state. Look at it. Okay. Let me repeat again. Now, this auxiliary, where can you fit it? This auxiliary. Now, this auxiliary now will come with this. This particular contactor being this will come with integral part. This contact will be here. Hold on, let me get it. Now, let me explain again. This K1, this contactor is responsible for this auxiliary to open and to close. When this one closes, here will open. When this one closes, this one too will open. So this auxiliary is fitted on top this or by the side of this. Okay, then this also auxiliary is an integral part of this. So whatever thing that affect this. So now on normal mode, when the contactor is not energized, this auxiliary is closed and this one too is closed. But once this one is energized, here will open. The same thing here. Now because I want to use it to interlock themselves, what I will do is this. Before I will energize this, just hold on. Let me get the coil. This is the coil, right? Let me use this coil to illustrate now. This is the coil and this is integral part of this. Now, before I will energize the coil, this one has it as well. Before I will energize this coil here, before this coil will get energized, what I will do, I will take power from here to my switch. From my switch, I can come here. From my switch, I will go back to this contactor and enter input and move out from the output. I will come back again to energize this. The same way this one, before this one will get energized, from the supply here, it will have to travel. If you go to switch first, coming out from the switch, you will now have to come back here to enter the auxiliary before going back again to energize its own coil. That is what is happening here. So before this one get energized, this one first of all travel, go back here and come back. This one too, vice versa. In that case, you interlock the two. I hope it's more clearer now. Okay, so let's continue.